Dr. Alba.
My
Hello.
goodness.
It is you.
Hello.
Your turn.
Yes, my turn. No, I am Tonton Torralba. I live in Tahanan Village, and I am working still in the University of Asia and the Pacific, and I was with Southridge. No? And 2 days ago, JB asked me to give a testimony about Digoy. And my problem was I knew Digoy because I knew JB, no? Whom he sent to the best university east of Pasig, no? University of Asia and the Pacific. And I didn't know what to say. I mean, of course, I couldn't tell JB. I couldn't send my regrets to JB. Na I didn't really know your dad. I knew him because we would often be together in the Blessed Sacrament of Tahanan Village. I knew him because we both are in Tahanan, and I agree completely with what Ray Euterio said about him and Mao. But so yesterday I asked Digoy. I know him personally, but not as close to be able to give a testimony. So I told Digoy, what do I say about you? Everybody knows you're a prayerful soul. Everybody knows you are a civic-minded citizen. Everybody knows that Tahanan would not be Tahanan without you. Then last night I dreamt. I dreamt that he told me to read a letter that he would send. That he would send to me, no, a letter that he would write to JB and Angel, also known as Angele, no, because that was what Father Lambert called her last night. And of course, when I woke up, I knew it was a dream. I still had a problem, but lo and behold, when I was having my Zoom meeting this morning, I saw a letter. I saw a letter in my desktop, on my desktop. And of course, everything that I've said is true except the letter. And so now I'm asking permission to please allow me to share. So JV, to share screen. And I'm not yet allowed. So I guess this is a dream, part of the dream. But the letter, your dad was so strict in telling me to please read it and read it well.
You can share now, sir.
Yeah. Reens, can you add it to
Yeah.
Dr. Torralba?
No, there you
Yeah,
are.
there you
So,
go. There you
yes,
go.
because you were not allowing me, sir. I would have, I would have volunteered. I would have volunteered to give you a 5-minute testimony in your time, no. So, so here is the letter, no. So I will. You see the shared screen, JV. So of course, this one is part of fiction, no. But there was no letter really. But this is what I know he would have said. Okay, JV, is this clear? Can you read it? JV?
Yes, we can see it.
But can you read it?
No.
Because there is nothing there yet. No?
Of course.
Yes. So here. This is the letter. I could not understand at first what in Gregorian time meant, 15 August 2021. I guess what he meant was that this is we're following the Gregorian calendar, no? But in his eternity, where he comes from, it is a one big now, no? And then he addresses the letter to the two greatest loves of my life in time, Angel and JV. And he writes, on this day of the Assumption of Mama Mary, I am daring to do something that we who have passed on to eternity are rarely allowed to do. Write to our loved ones still in time and give them amazing updates of what's happening here to us in eternity. God allowed me to do so. Here goes. Guess what? I feel so ecstatic to tell you that I am now on my way to what here is referred to as the mansion of the apostles. Apparently, St. Paul has reserved a suite in one of the upper floors near the mansion's roof deck, overlooking all 7,100 islands of the Philippines. It seems that it still takes time to reach that final destination of mine in heaven. But I have to say that it is truly remarkable how I was welcomed here thanks to my family, friends, associates, and my tahanan neighbors. By the way, Angelo fetched me at the pearly gates, which allowed me in, even if I had not had my second AstraZeneca vaccine. And believe it or not, we hugged each other, feeling eternity. Apparently, God still allows human affections and gestures to continue in eternity. Angelo was so good looking, maybe showcasing what Thomas Aquinas said that in heaven, we shall look like how we look best in time. I'm actually writing to thank you, Angel, and you, JV, for an infinite number of things, but most recently, how you took care of me in my last 2 to 4 months in time, when I was almost dead weight, and you continued giving me the best gift I could ever receive in these trying times. Your time to help me pray and be cheerful despite one ailment after another. Angel, I narrated to our Angelo my last rhetorical question to you on the eve of my passing on. Quote, what I said, I want to be with Jesus, but why is it taking too long? And then I asked you half seriously, please, Angel, give me up. And you answered quite solemnly, not in resignation, but out of love, okay, Digoy, I'm giving you up. I'm sure it was not easy to give me up, but I hope I have given you many precious moments that made your giving me up a bit lighter and more supernatural. As easy as my giving up my graduation with honors at Asian Institute of Management for love of you. Felt then like Edward giving up the throne for the love of his life. JV, life has begun for you at age 40. Make sure you know that what begins at age 40. Make this life a better one each day. Take care of your mom, who chose me to be her first and only sweetheart, your father. While she was not my first, like you, I had had many, as many proud Sallite schoolmates did. She became what you learned in your philosophy class in UA&P, the necessary and sufficient condition for my fullness of life. It is noteworthy how her rich experience with the Canosa sisters in San Pedro, Laguna, nagkakamali din pala ng spelling yung mga nasa langit na, with St. Paul's sisters in St. Paul's Errant, and with AIM has enriched my life tremendously from our wedding in 1979, not to mention the 2 years, 1975, not to mention the 2 years of courtship before that, until the eve of my passing on and the last virtual anointing of oil she administered to me shortly before I bade her goodbye. I'm not sure if I told you this, but when your mom was young, she was asking for a lifetime mate that would be named Jose, so the family she would build could be under the mantle of Saint Joseph. But he got a Jose Maria and an Emmanuel to boot. Can you imagine being married to the Holy Family in one blow? What a great life it yielded in our tahanan home. To my many tahanan friends and associates, thank you for 44 years of a worthwhile life in what perhaps is the best village to spend more than half of one's life in. I will make arrangements so that in God's time, we can all be at home in the village of the modern day saints that would count with Saint Maximilian Kolbe, Pope John Paul II, Mother Teresa, Blessed Alvaro, and Saint Jose Maria. I will soon try to get special permission to write to you once more. I will tell you whom I will meet among the residents of the mansion, aside from the 12 apostles. Meantime, rest assured of my special prayers for your intentions. That's what communion of saints is for. As ever, Digoy. St. Paul, P.S., St. Paul gave me the authorization to quote him, but with reference to my own life. Tunog mayabang, pero hindi bale. Sallite naman eh. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith, F-I-T-H. Digoy, I would tell Digoy that he should have spelled that F-I-T-H. Hanggang dito na lamang po. Maraming salamat.
Doc D.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Welcome so much, sir.
This is yeah, I chose you specifically because you and my dad have the same humor.
Ha 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 ha.
And
His humor is Sallite. Mine
oh,
is
yeah.
Betan. Corny yung Sallite. Mas corny yung Sallite
Okay.
sa Betan humor. Okay. No, sir.
Ay, nako. Thank you, Doc.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, I will now
Bravo,
FYI
Tonton.
that my
Yes.
mom.
I mean, this actually,
Bravo.
in reality, not apocryphal gospel, the source of all the information there. No?
Thank you so much.
Welcome so much, sir.
Okay.
My pleasure.